In this video, we're going to be reviewing the brand new WWE Elite Series Ringside Collectibles exclusive Finish the Story Cody Rhodes and Pharaoh 2-pack. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the first time we are getting an articulated animal in the Mattel WWE line. I know we've gotten other Mattel animals before, the gators that came with Luke Harper, the dog that came with Alberto Del Rio. We have seen a couple here and there, but I do believe this is the first one with actual articulation on it. And I do want to give a huge shout out to Mattel and the Mattel design team for sending this set out for us to review for you guys. Very excited for this pack. I remember when they revealed it back at WrestleMania at WWE World, and it was a big shock for me. I didn't expect this at the slightest. They had Cody Rhodes there on the stage with Brandy, and they revealed it to him. It was a really special moment, and I'm pretty sure he broke down in tears. So I know this set means a lot to him to have your own dog here. I mean, if I had Charlie in figure form, you know, we did have Alley Cat back in the day. I turned her into a golden statue, which I obviously love, but if I had a Charlie figure, man, which is something that would be really cool, that would mean a lot to me as well. I think this is really awesome, and it kind of commemorates his WrestleMania 39 t-shirt, which is what this packaging and everything is kind of designed off of. Finish the story down there in that Mania font, which is really cool. This is a really sweet set. I'm really excited for it as a big Cody guy. I think this is a really awesome set, but you do have the Ringside Collectibles logo down there for the sticker. Cody Rhodes there with the American flag. You got Pharaoh down there, and then on the side we do have a nice illustration of Cody, WWE logo, and then on the back we do have a shot of that WrestleMania 39 Superstore t-shirt here, kind of commemorating or celebrating that Hulk Hogan shirt. Very similar, right? With the American flag, you got Cody with Pharaoh there. Finish the story, American Nightmare, and then you have a little bio read down there if you want to read it. You can pause it right now. On the other side, you have an illustration of Pharaoh, and then on the top, we do have the American Nightmare logo there, man. But this set looks pretty damn cool, and not only that, this gear is based off his Royal Rumble 2024 victory, where he did go on to eventually finish the story. So I think this whole set is just really cool. But if you guys want to grab this set, you can go pre-order it over Ringside Collectibles. Use code MD Toys to save yourselves 10%. And a huge shout out to Ringside Collectibles as always for all the goods, man. But you go over there, use code MD Toys to save yourself some money. But let's crack Cody Rhodes and Pharaoh out of the packaging and find out what this figure set is all about. So here we have Cody and Pharaoh out of the packaging, and I'm liking a lot of aspects of this pack. I think that it's kind of insane to actually have Cody Rhodes here with his pet dog in figure form from Mattel. I think this is really fun. I love when action figure companies do really outside the box things like this, and to see this from Mattel is really awesome. I really enjoy this. I'm getting a good kick out of it, and the figures look pretty good so far, man. I can't wait to dive into it with you, but what we're going to do first, as always, is dive into the accessories you get with the Cody Rhodes and Pharaoh 2-pack, and then we will dive into the Cody Rhodes and the Pharaoh figures themselves. So we're getting into the official accessories with this Cody Rhodes and Pharaoh Finish the Story 2-pack, and you get quite a plethora of stuff. This is a Ringside Collectibles exclusive, so you know they're going to give you a little bit of bonus here. And we're starting things off with one of my favorite accessories from this entire set is the Finish the Story WrestleMania 39 Superstore exclusive t-shirt, and they did do a regular edition of this that was on WWE Shop, but then the one with Pharaoh on it was the kind of exclusive to the Superstore itself. And when I went out to LA for WrestleMania 39, got to tour the Mattel Design Center, all that different stuff. This was the only shirt that I bought from the Superstore, and it is still in my closet to this day, and I've never worn it. So I am excited for one day, I guess, to wear it. I thought about cutting the sleeves off just like this and wearing it to the pool and beach and stuff like that, but I don't know. I still like the shirt, though, and I purchased it because I thought Cody was going to finish the story, and I thought that it would make for a cool commemorative piece to kind of commemorate that entire trip to WrestleMania 39 and going to Mattel and doing all that different stuff. So I love this. I think it's great, and I'll never complain about cloth goods, but it does have Velcro on the back. Now, the other bit of cloth goods you get is the American flag, Old Glory right here, and you can remove this off the pole. So there is a little loop here, and you can push the pole through there, and now you have a flag staff here, which is pretty cool. I like that they included this, and I love that it's not made out of paper. It's actually made out of fabric here. It doesn't stretch or anything, but it's just like the American flag that you would find anywhere else. So I think this is really great. I think this is terrific. Love to see this, and it scales well, and I think the figure holds it well. So always glad to have an American flag that scales with our WWE figure. Now, as far as these head sculpts for Cody Rhodes, we do have the smiling head sculpt here, which looks to be a little different than the original smiling head sculpt, and we'll take a look at that, but I'm pretty sure it's, you know, it's essentially the same thing. But you can see there, man, they're still doing the neck tattoo thing. I've begged them, man, and every time we review Cody, I'm going to plug this in every single time until they change it. His neck tattoo is not that close to the ear. There's a clear gap there, and they should add it to the neck. Even if they have to shrink it by 3% or whatever it is, put it on the neck neck and do not put it on the head. That way, when you articulate it, you don't get the break in the face. It makes no sense. It looks ridiculous. They need to change it immediately, but not a bad head sculpt, even though we've seen it before. Now, the other head sculpt we have here is this serious face, and we have also seen this before. I don't think it's anything, you know, crazy or anything like that, but it does have decent likeness. It's just a serious scan, and it looks a bit odd. It doesn't necessarily look all the way like Cody, but I think you can tell that it's Cody, which is cool. So, yeah, it's just a repeat head sculpt we've seen before. And then we do have Pharaoh's head sculpts, which are crazy. First interchangeable head sculpt animal figure from the WWE Mattel team, to my knowledge here, but you do have the nice ear paint here. The eyes are painted well. The nose looks good. You have the tongue out head sculpt right here, kind of wagging the tail, you know, happy-go-lucky Pharaoh. And then we do have kind of just like, what the hell are you talking about, Cody head sculpt right there. So it kind of looks like he's, you know, it's kind of funny. It looks like he's legitimately staring at somebody like, are you serious or something. So I like both sculpts. I think both of them look good. The hair is sculpted well, and you get two interchangeable ones there, which I really like. I think these look terrific. And putting them on the figure, I do want to cover this since, you know, we've never really seen this before, but this is what the figure looks like without the head, and you just kind of slide this on right here, and it's got a very long peg, and it allows for some decent articulation here, but you just kind of pop that on. It does have a gap here, which isn't the biggest deal, especially if you know, move his head left to right, which we'll get into later, but this little gap right here is for the collar, and the collar accessory is in this red. It's got the silver loop on there. It even has a thin red stripe on it, and then they just have the black cord right here, and then there is a handle on it, which is pretty cool. So they have a whole leash and collar that I think looks hella sick. So very fire. I think this is great. Love this, and you know, I guess the only way you could really upgrade this is to have a bendy wire, but who even cares? This is sick as hell. I dig it, and you could snip this off to have him wear the collar all the time. If I had a second or third of this set, I would probably do that just to change it. So I'd have one with the collar, one with the leash, and then, you know, one minimum card maybe, but that'll just be if I get it on clearance or get it in a deal or something. And then we do see the American Nightmare belt, which we have seen many times before, but it is on that new Ultimate Belt sculpt, which is still not perfect. It's better than it used to be for sure, but I still don't care for it that much. I still think the AEW Jazzwares belts are better in my opinion. I just think they struggle to really port in here, and they're just a bit awkward. I don't know what it is. Like, it's hard to clasp, and then you get it in there, and it's just not easy to put on the figure itself. So I really don't know, man. I don't know the answer, but this is a better sculpt than we've seen. I still am not a huge fan of the belts. Also seems a little bit small, maybe. I don't know. Not a big fan of it. But then for interchangeable hands, we do get a pair of mic holding or flag holding hands. You get a pair of fists to beat the hell out of everybody. And then you do get the kind of prayer entrance clasping the throne style hands, but this is for his woe entrance, of course. But yeah, you could use these for a lot of reasons. All right, man, we are getting into the Cody Rhodes figure at the top of the head sculpt here, and I like the smiling head sculpt again, something we've seen before, but there seems to be something off about this one compared to the other smiling head sculpt, which we'll get into when we do the comparison. But going down, I mean, you know what you're getting at this point, right? We've seen so many damn Cody Rhodes figures. Dream tattoo, neck tat that is way too close to the damn ear. I mean, look at this, bro. Who likes that? Tell me if you like that. Do you like that? If you like that, I have no words. But, you know, same standard arms. You get the right hand tape here on the back, same deal. And then we have his Royal Rumble 2024 gear where he won back-to-back Rumbles, and I was there in person for this one as well. So I got to witness both of his Royal Rumble wins and both of his WrestleMania matches, and by God, I got to witness and finish the story. If you guys missed our Mania 40 vlog or our Mania 39 vlogs or any of that stuff, man, that is some of like the funnest content because it's not necessarily figure related. Of course, there's figure stuff in there, but damn, those videos are very fun to do. They take a lot of time to edit and stuff, but anyways, you do have all this paneling. I like the details here with the snake skin in there or whatever the hell that's supposed to be, but the stripes look good. You get the pinless legs, and then you get the giant clown feet, by God. American Nightmare logos also look a little stretched out or something like that, but you get the black outsoles, and yeah, I just want these boots to go away. Let's get into the articulation here, man. He can look down, but it pops right back up. Head sculpt, you know, it's not the best articulation. You get a little bit of pivoting, but not much. This is an old torso, so you get a decent little ab crunch, and then it can go back that far, which is nice. And then you know what you're getting out of a Cody. Full rotation, bicep swivel, double jointed pinless arms. You get the hinge and the rotation at the wrist, of course. He can kick forward very good and out to the side because he's on ball joints. You get the upper thigh cut, and you get a double jointed knee. And I'll say this Cody is not near as stiff or awful as that Royal Rumble figure. So, you know, he's not quite on par with some of those older Cody Rhodes figures. I don't think he ever will be. But he's not bad. He's a step in the right direction, which we like to see. But he also has waist swivel there. You get the boot cut, you get the up and down, and you get the ankle pivot as always. ways there. And I like this Cody Rhodes, but I'm a big Cody Rhodes guy, so I'm all aboard the Cody Rhodes train with however many they want to make, man. I'm going to be front row for that shish, just like the 2023 Royal Rumble, right? So I'm going to move this back a little bit and get into some Cody Rhodes figure comparisons here. And buckle the hell up, Brad, because you know there's a lot. I'm really bummed out because if I had that brand new top picks with the Evel Knievel gear on, it would be completely even on both sides. So instead, we have 6 over here and 5 over here. But breaking it down, man, I'm going to go through each one so you can see the differences between them all. So from left to right, you do have the second top picks Cody Rhodes in this light blue gear over here with an AEW head sculpt. You have the Elite 101, which was his first Elite back with the company. You have the TMNT Casey Jones Cody Rhodes with all the gear removed. You have the From the Vault re-release Cody Rhodes of the Defining Moments with the jacket. You have the brand new Survivor Series War Games 2025 Elite with the face paint. You have the Royal Rumble Elite from last year that was just dreadful. It was our first one with the big boots and the tight-ass ball joints. The Elite 111 that also followed suit with the legs. It just doesn't have the massive clown feet. You have the second Ultimate Edition, which won Ultimate of the Year last year. You have the first top picks Cody in the red with the smiling head sculpt, which is pretty much this head sculpt. Just it looks a bit different, which I'll show you in just a moment. You have the best Cody Rhodes Elite ever with the Defining Moments torn pec Cody. It also has the best head sculpt for Cody ever. And then you have the Mattel Creations exclusive first Ultimate Edition made to order gold Ultimate Edition Cody Rhodes with the jacket. And again, we do have that top picks one, but I do not have that figure yet, but it's on the way. I'm going to get that one very soon, and I hope to have that one in the Cody collection here. But this is all of the Cody Rhodes figures from Mattel in Elite form and Ultimate form, besides the new ones that have not released, and it doesn't include any suited Cody Rhodes or basics, etc. They love to pump out Cody, but all of these are great, man. Every single one of these is good in its own way, whether it be the gear, whatnot, besides this guy. This guy, one of my biggest disappointments, man. I was so bummed out. I mean, I guess it kind of commemorates the finish the story because he won the 2023 Royal Rumble, and then he failed at Mania, and to kind of commemorate that failure, they made the figure a failure. So, but I love collecting his figures. They're just so toyetic. I love all the tights and different boots and all these different things we get. He's just a fun guy to collect, but I want to bring this figure forward so you can see the smiling head sculpt here. It's like something about the eyes or something. You see how it's repainted? It's the same sculpt, I'm pretty sure. They just have a different paint job or something like that. Yeah, like look at the eyes and stuff. I think it's the same head sculpt. It's still a damn good head sculpt. It's just, it's a little off, but I think that about does it for your Cody Rhodes figure comparison. And now we're getting into the Pharaoh figure, and this is such a cool thing, again, man, that Mattel has done. Now, we have seen Hasbro make animal figures, and Mattel has done animal figures, right? We have gotten snakes from Jake the Snake. Again, I've covered it before. We have seen many animals from Mattel before. They just haven't been articulated or full scale, really. I mean, I guess Damien, he's been a bendy wire, I think, a few times. And there's been some cool pieces here and there, but this is definitely, I think, the best animal they've made to date. But getting in here, man, I think that the sculpt work is great here. The fur and the ears and the paint details does look like Pharaoh to me. I think the scale is pretty good. You're getting all of this different sculpted fur. Again, I'm not the biggest, fan of this here, but when you articulate the figure, you can't see it that much, and you could put the collar on there all the time so it doesn't bother you that much. But the hind legs and everything is cool. I think the tail looks nice. They've done a really good job here with the fur and everything all around this Pharaoh figure, man. I think that, for the most part, I think that they got the job done. I don't think you're going to be disappointed with it. Now, I will say, I wish the articulation was a little bit better. I know you don't need a ton out of it, but at the same time, I'd like him to be able to sit down, and I don't think he can sit down that well. I mean, he can sit down, but it's not going to be like a dog, you know what I mean? He's going to look crazy with, you see how, he's sitting here, but his feet, you cannot lay his feet flat. I mean, you can, but they're going to look broken or something like that. So, and then you try to push this down. I mean, you may be able to manipulate some things with, like, I don't know, some claws, but it looks like he's, like, itching his butt or something, you know what I mean? So, there's definitely, I'm not big on the articulation, but I'll take you through it here. So, with the head sculpt, you can look up pretty decently. You can look down pretty good as well. You get a lot of range of motion with that ball joint. I mean, you can look all the way to the left or the right, which is very good. I do like that. And it does rotate, so you can give him like a, what'd you just say? And I think that's great. You also get the kind of wagging hips here, I guess. So you can go like all the way that way, all the way that way. And again, you can ab crunch as well, or, bend the back there, hunch it over like that. It's vomiting on the carpet, I don't know. But the biggest thing with the articulation that I don't like is the legs, and I'll get into that in just a moment. But you do get a rotation and a hinge in the tail, which I think is great. I think that's really good. The only disappointing part of this figure is the leg articulation, because these legs don't really, I think they move forward together, and so you get a really weird thing there. The front legs don't move that much. You can get a hinge here, which allows for this, and then this can hinge as well. And then even the paw here can go up and down, which is a lot. I mean, that is a lot of articulation, and you get a rotation there, which is great. However, the back legs do not allow for the feet to sit flush, so then you get this really weird deal with his legs, like I said, when you're sitting down. Now, again, these legs push forward together as well, as you can see there. When I articulate the right leg, the left leg also goes up, but you get a little bit of rocker here. You get a rotation on the bottom foot, and again, these back feet also rotate and hinge a little bit too. So it's got a lot of articulation. I just really wish that he could get in that sitting pose. God, that would have been just perfection if they could somehow, unless I'm just doing it wrong, maybe you can get him into a sit. Hold up, let's see if we can get this going here. Yeah, it's just not, I mean, you can like Howl at the Moon, which I think is pretty good. I mean, that's pretty good. It's just not a traditional, you know, sitting up tall with the paw, you know, the traditional dog sit, you know. You can't do that, really. And I think that's what bums me out the most, unless I just cannot get these damn... Okay, hold up. We may have just cooked right here. I had to push it a little bit, but hold up. We may have gotten it. Let's see. Maybe you can. You just gotta work really hard to get it accomplished. Hold up, man. Come on. No, go back down. I can get it very close. It's very close. I think his arms are just a little too short. Hold up. It's very close, but it just looks a bit awkward right there. That's the best I could probably do. I don't know. That's pretty damn good, man. I guess I stand corrected. It's not the worst I've ever seen. I think that's not bad right there. Shout out to the Mattel design team, man. That's actually damn good right there. Like, maybe if you could tuck that back a little. Hold up, man. Hold up. That's pretty close. That's pretty close right there. You know what, man? I stand corrected. I think that that's pretty John Brown good right there. I'll take that all day. I stand corrected, Pharaoh. That's my bad. I think you seem pretty good. I mean, it's not perfection, like I said, but it's pretty damn good. Not half bad. I mean, it still looks a bit weird with the legs, because his legs are supposed to be tucked under here. Supposed to have like a slant, but we'll take that, man. Damn good Pharaoh. Wow, I'm actually kind of blown away now that I played around with it more. But I think that about all but wraps up this Ringside Collectibles exclusive Cody Rhodes and Pharaoh Finish the Story Elite 2-pack, man. Again, I want to give a huge shout out to Mattel for making this review possible, sending out this early sample for me to review for you guys, man. Really appreciate their kindness as always, man. I'm very blessed to be able to do this for you guys, and I really appreciate them as always. But on this set, man, I really do like it a lot. I think it's really cool. I like the head sculpts that it comes with for the most part. They're not new, really, or anything like that, but they are still very good. Love the WrestleMania Store exclusive, or the WrestleMania 39 Superstore exclusive t-shirt. Love the Royal Rumble 2024 gear. While it's not my favorite gear that he ever wore, I think it's still cool that we're getting it in elite form. Love the cloth goods flag. The leash is pretty cool. The Pharaoh figure is sweet. Overall, just a really well executed pack. I love the packaging. I think that from head to toe, it's great. Now, the question is, do you need this? Not necessarily. Now, if you're a Cody Rhodes fan, no doubt. I think that it's a home run. I think it's a grand slam. I think it is a fantastic pack, and you most definitely need this as a Cody Rhodes fan. If you don't have a Cody Rhodes, maybe this is the one to get. You get the Pharaoh figure, you get some cool accessories. Just a really well executed deal, man. And again, I think that, you know, they do pump out Cody Rhodes, right? They pump out a ton of Cody Rhodes. But I'm a big Cody Rhodes fan. I am a Cody crybaby, as they say. So I'm all for getting this set. And I want another one, I think. I want to get one that's mint on card, I think. I think it looks that damn good, and I was a big fan of that shirt. Even picked it up myself at the Superstore back at WrestleMania 39. The only item I really purchased on that entire trip. So this is a home run for me also, and I think it's going to be one of the better Cody Rhodes figures of the year. So I say that it is a damn good figure. Is it reinventing the wheel? No, but it's a damn good execution. But you can let me know what you think of the figure down in the comment section below, as well as the Pharaoh, man. But I love when companies do outside the box things like this, and I think it's great. But that is going to wrap up the video for me today, man. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I'd love to know what you think of this execution down below. Are you going to be pre-ordering this and picking it up when it drops at Ringside Collectibles, man? Of course, you can use code MD Toys over there to save 10% and pre-order this pack right now. It is available for pre-order. Go over there, put your order in and all those things, man. But a huge shout out to our Patreon members, man. I appreciate all you fellas so very much. You guys are the GOAT, and I appreciate you more than you'll ever possibly know, man. You guys mean a lot to me, man, for absolutely believing in me and supporting me in the channel. Less than 2 weeks away from San Diego Comic-Con, man. It's going to be day 1 at the time of recording this 2 weeks from today. So I'm excited, man. So excited. It's almost here. It's almost here. Can't wait. But I'm getting the hell out, man. I'll see you guys next time. Have a blessed one, and I'll catch you guys later.